Hello guys, welcome back to another video of maths. Today we'll be looking at sequences, nth term. Using the nth term. Using the nth term is one way to find out a term. We just substitute n with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. or any other numbers. And then we find out the terms we need. For example, the nth term of the sequence is 7n minus 1. Find the first four terms. So for this, we'll have to substitute in n equals 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when we do this, we get, so when we substitute the values of n into that equation, we get 6, 13, 20, and 27. And the sequence we get is called a linear/arithmetic sequence, which we'll be learning about. Finding the nth term arithmetic sequences. You can find the nth term of this kind of sequence if you know the first term and the difference between the terms. The formula for the nth term is a plus brackets n minus 1 brackets times by d, in which a is the first term and d is the difference. For example, find the nth term of the sequence 45, 42, 39, 36. Step 1. We have to find the value of the first term and the difference between the terms. In this case, a is 45, so that's the first term, and d, the difference is 3. Step 2. We substitute this value into a plus n minus 1 times d. In this case, when we substitute, we get minus 3n plus 48. Step 3. To check if the formula is right, we can just substitute the values 1, 2, 3, and 4. So n, for this equation, n equals 1. So we just put n equals 1. And then if it becomes 45, then it's right. And we do that for the others as well. Now we'll be looking at finding the nth term for geometric sequences. The nth term of a geometric sequence is given by the formula ar to the power n minus 1, where a is the first value of the sequences, and r is a number you multiply each term to get the next. So the difference between geometric and linear is that here it's multiplication to get the next term. Before we were looking at addition. So a sequence, for example, a sequence begins 2, 10, 50, 250. Find the next term. In this case, a equals 2 because it's the first term, and the difference and the multiplication difference is 5. So 2 times 5 is 10, 10 times 5 is 50, 50 times 5 is 250, just like that. And so when we substitute the numbers into the formula arn minus 1, we get it as 2 times 5 to the power of n minus 1. So next we'll be looking at finding the nth term for quadratic sequences. So this is a bit different as we're looking at n squareds. The nth term of a quadratic sequence has the form of an squared plus bn plus c, where a, b, and c are constants and a is not equal to 0. For example, find the nth term of the quadratic sequence 1, 8, 19, 34, 53. Step 1. Find the difference between the terms. In this case, it is we get the differences as 7, 11, 15, and 19. So step 2, we have to find the differences between the differences, which is 4. And then we have to divide it by 2 to get the coefficient of n squared. Step 3. For each term in the sequence, subtract the term 2n squared to the linear sequence. In this case, it is 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. The nth term for it is n minus 2. So we get this by, so first we have the term 1, 8, 19, 34, 53. And then when we do 2n squared, we substitute n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get 2, 8, 18, 32, and 50. And the differences between them is minus 1, 0. So the difference between 1 and 2 is minus 1, 8 and 0 is 0, 19 and 18 is 1, 34 and 32 is 2, and 50 and 50 is 3. So after we got the nth term for that linear sequence is 8, n minus 2. We just combine it with 2n squared to get 2n squared plus n minus 2. So next we'll be looking at some questions to refresh your minds. So first question, find the first 5 terms of the sequence 10n minus 8. Second question, find the formula for the nth term for the sequence 41, 81, 121, 161. So the first one is about using the nth term, the second one is about arithmetic sequences, the third one is about geometric sequences, and the fourth one is about quadratic sequences. Also, remember when doing these questions, follow the steps and go back to look at the previous slides. So question 3, find the formula to the nth term for the sequence 2, 6, 18, 24. And last question, find the formula for the nth term for the sequence 10, 23, 44, 73, 110. So pause the video and do the questions. So now the answers. So the answer to the first question, which is find the first 5 terms of the sequence 10n minus 8, is 2, 12, 22, 32, 42. And the formula for the nth term for the sequence 41, 81, 121, 161 is 40n plus 1. And then for the geometric sequence 2, 6, 18, 24 is 2 times 3 to the power of n minus 1. And for the last question, the quadratic sequence 10, 23, 44, 73, 110, the nth term is 4n squared plus n plus 5. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like my video and look out for my other videos.